I gotta fix that. All right, so boom. So yeah, the homie came through first time with those shoes. This guy's cool. He's a really good person based on our conversation through IG. He's affiliated or connected to a lot of people I deal with on IG that I talk to. So very trusted dude, very, very trusted dude from what I've been seeing. So this is another one. We're gonna go ahead and make some content on it too. Like I'm 100% good with this, but I'm gonna make some content of going to Cool Kicks to get it verified on camera, just for more content. You can never have too much content, but I'm pretty much green on these. I have no doubts in them. Right? See the box, red box, red box, red box. Right? The detailing of the packaging is crazy. If you guys are into these shoes and you know what this shoe is off the top, because you know, I'm sure people who are fanatics are, you know, the people who love dunks usually are fanatics. The raves, the praise for them things is ridiculous. But these right here now, if they were a 13, I wouldn't hesitate. Like, even though I haven't really been into dunks, but there are some really fire ones out there, and this is one. I believe this one came out before, but it says Nike Dunk Low Retro. But let me just stop BSing, bro. These are off the chain. The Firecracker dunks. What? Like I said, I'm not really a big, you know, dunk head, but I do know they do have some fire shoes. And these are it. We'll definitely be getting a detailed review on the channel about these. I have posted a couple pictures. I didn't post the best type of pictures of them because I was kind of in a rush and doing other things, but I was just excited to be able to, I don't know. I say have them, but I'm not going to have them. I mean, I can't fit them. These are a size, what was it? 11 and a half. Yeah, 11 and a half, or a women's 13. Too bad it wasn't the other way around. A men's 13 and an 11 women's something. I mean, but yeah, these are dope. Let me go ahead and bring. What up, cool? What's good with you, bro?
I'm seeing what's up with those firecrackers. Those are fire, dude.
Yeah, these are crazy, dude.
I was gonna tell you to add me afterwards because I wanted to look at those.
Yeah, these are dope. These are dope. I'm gonna make it big then, and I'll come back to you. I'll bring you back.
No, for sure, you got it.
For sure. So these right here, I'm noticing as I'm looking at them, they have like, is that like satin on the? You can't really tell. Feels like it's like a satin that's on the tongue and everything. More explosive. It's on fire. Be careful. The detail of these are. Can we get that focus in on them though? Come on, focus in. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this colorway is dope. And if it was a 13, your boy would definitely have kept these in the collection, bro. But because they're not, I will be making this probably more than likely 95% sure this will be the next shoe that I'm going to raffle off. This is a size 11 and a half. So, you know, I got a lot of members and there are a couple who do rock 11 and a halves. I didn't really want to device it up like that. I did pay a pretty penny for these. I paid more than what they, you know, I paid more than retail. So we're going to go ahead and make this probably the next raffle or one of the next raffles. That's why I say 95%, because I have some other things in mind too. But I think this one is really dope. And I think there are a lot of people out there who would appreciate this shoe right here. Very, very fire shoe though. Very, very fire shoe. I wish I could do the on feet and all that, but unfortunately it's not my size, man. But it's definitely a 10 out of 10. You cannot go wrong with this shoe. Came out a while ago this year, right? Earlier this year. Yeah, different countries, man. That's the thing that's fire about the fact that, you know, they get them at different times. Especially, I gotta get the box to see where it actually came from. But it was delivered via, if I'm not mistaken, UPS, right? I don't have my box, the other box. But it's in a But yeah, man, I'll make an announcement for that too after we get done with, of course, the UNC1 raffle that's currently going on. But those things is crazy, bro. Finally had them in possession, bro. Finally.
Those are fire.
Yeah.
And is that BOSSCO paying resale prices too, by the way?
Yeah, that was because it kind of came within. It was almost a deal for me getting the concepts.
Yeah.
I kind of like agreed to get them. I mean, he had them available, so I'm like, yeah, I'll take both of them. You know, I knew that I wanted to kind of bring it to the channel, and I know content, of course, and I figured I would either resell it or maybe raffle it. So when I told him, yeah, it was a combo. I got my Kyries first, and that was going to be the next one. I said, I'll take them both off your hands just because you helped me with them Kyries. You know, what was it?
Yeah, those are fire though.
Before I was about to look for something I can't remember what I was looking for. But yeah, well, so somebody asked earlier, and I think you might have talked about this earlier in live stream because when we chopped it up for a brief second, I didn't get a chance to jump on until later. But somebody asked also, you know, about the groups. That's like the magic word. I'm sure people have been asking you that too. What is your thought on that process? Those whole things, you know.
Wait, on the cook. Wait, what was that on the cookers? You said?
Yeah, I guess on cook groups in general. Yeah, on cook groups. I guess that's what he was talking about. It wasn't just yeah, let me see. Yeah, I think he was just talking about just on groups in general.
I don't mind. Wait one second. Let me change the lighting a little bit. Like, I don't mind. I'm not a fan of them because I don't really benefit too much. But
it's just do you recommend? That's what he said. That's all. Do you recommend?
If they're a reseller, I'm not a fan of them, you know, but I'm also not a reseller. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if I was a reseller, I'd probably be in a cook group.
Right.
To be really honest, like if I was making money, I was making money and I had revenue and that's something that I needed, I'd probably be in a cook group. These fools, you know what I'm saying? Like we talked about it, man. They have access to almost everything out there.
Definitely. So it really depends on what you're looking for. It really depends on what you're in the game for, what you're in them for. If you're somebody that will be reselling, then yeah, definitely absolutely makes sense. You just got to make sure you're dealing with the right ones and you know what you're dealing with because you don't want to get in there and be getting janked, man. How'd the fight go? I didn't watch it.
It was ugly. It was ugly. It took me a couple seconds because someone sent me a link and I watched it. It was quick.
Who fought who? Because I didn't.
So Jake Paul, you know Jake Paul, the YouTuber, and his brother. His brother's also a YouTuber. He ended up. So apparently he's the one who knocked out Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
He called out this MMA dude. Okay. His name is Ben Askren. Okay. And Ben Askren is a world-class wrestler. He never really had hands like that. Okay. He always got touched up whenever he was in the MMA. So Jake Paul is smart because he called him out because he's like, he's a real fighter, right? But he's not really a force with the hands, you know. Right. So in the first round, he touched him up, and he didn't even get him that hard. He got him on the temple right here, and he just went down. And Ben Askren lost. Jake Paul won.
Oh, so he's 2-0 now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
3-0. Jake Paul is.
Yeah, but they did call it slightly early. They did call it slightly early, but Ben, it was a legit knockdown. Like I think they could have let it go for a couple seconds. Like he got up and everything, but the ref still stopped it. He got up within a few seconds, but I thought it was a bad stoppage. But it is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, Nate Robinson went down 4 times, man. He didn't really know what he was doing, dude.
No, Nate Robinson punches look bad. Like, oh, man.
He didn't fight tonight too, right? Nate Robinson didn't fight tonight, right?
No, Nate Robinson didn't fight never.
Did you or did anybody see, like, there were more fights, right? There were more fights along with that?
Yeah, I didn't see any of the other ones.
There's this dude who I've been seeing on the internet. He's like on Vlad TV interviews a couple times named BOSSCO. He's from out here. He's a gangster from LA. I think he was boxing tonight, and I was just curious to see if he won or lost.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he spells his name BOSSKOE or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
No big deal. I was just curious. No rooting or rooting for or against? I was just curious to know what happened there. You know what I mean? Did you go out today?
I just did my pickup and that was it, and then came home and then just did the live stream. That's it today.
Oh, okay.
I was out all day yesterday, so I was pretty tired.
Right. Yeah, that was interesting. I remember you posted a picture of the line. Where was that at?
That was at Inglewood. They had the Mocha ones. They had the Biohacks, University 9, the blue one, University Blue.
And
the UNC? Yeah, the UNC 9s.
Oh, the 9s. Okay.
You remember it's like the navy colorway, and then it's that shiny with it, and then there's that baby blue just on the.
Oh, they brought those back out. Okay.
Yeah, they had a restock of that. The one with the really trashy leather. It pretty much has mid-grade leather, like Jordan 1 mid leather.
I heard that they dropped something today too. I didn't go by there or know if
the leftovers, because they put a kibosh to everything. They put a kibosh to everything.
Ziller Sneaks asked, "Cool, did you get a dub?"
When?
Today.
I got multiple dubs. So like,
yeah. I think he's talking about the hypers.
Yeah. I got multiple dubs. So yes, I did. Yeah, I got. Oh shit! I already put one back there, and then I'll show my video tomorrow. But I did get multiple dubs, and I had a live stream today, and like one of my biggest complaint was like people were taking L's, and like people took an L on sneakers. And then they just bitched and moaned and just said, "Hey, we weren't able to get it." And while people were complaining, I was on other websites, and I hit one on another website, while everybody else was complaining. That's why I'm like, dude, like really, you guys, you gotta find a way, and that's something that, and I've been talking, like, you need a network, you need a, and I'm gonna even stop using the networking, using the term networking, because I think people are using that word improperly because they see it as an opportunity. Like, I'm like, build friendships. You need to build friendship with workers.
Right.
Because when I use the word networking, fools will go out there and start asking for stuff. Like people, oh, hey, what you got? No. Build friendships. Where, hey, you know what? And one thing that I told my people is like, I finally have someone who can help me out with stuff here and there. But I never asked that person. Never once asked that person for anything. Never once asked them. I've been talking to that person for over a year. Never once asked that person to help me. And it just grew where, hey, it's like, hey, I could help him. Like it just grew where that's how a friendship grows. Where, hey, you know what? Like, hey, like you and me, there was really no, hey, you do this for me, I'll do this for you. It's just like, hey, you're like, hey, you want to come on my live? Because we have the Travis's. I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's go. And then next time I'm like, hey, I'm going out to this spot. Let's go. It was more of a friendship, not like a, hey, I do this, you do this. Like that's how relationships work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to get across to people.
Yeah, you got to, build some honest situations there, and if you have an opportunity to, when you are buying at these stores, buy the accessories, things like that help, do things within the realm of what you're already doing that makes you that can help you stand out, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? In a good way, nothing too crazy, but just being cool and like Drum, you really do your thing too. If you want to chime in the chat, if you have any suggestions for people on how to quote unquote network or just build your relationships, I think stuff like that is just important, bro. Yeah, and networking is definitely not a transaction. Super facts. Sly guy, I can agree with you 1000% on that. You know what I mean? It's just really simply about really just building stuff, because people are human, man. We all are human out here, bro. Really, really. You know what I mean?
And one thing that I was like, I've talked to my people about this, where like even at work, and this is just a skill that you guys, like, we all need to work with different people and to get to know people as individuals instead of, hey, the sneaker guy, hey, the worker, because at my work, there's people that help out with the specific. There's people that help out with the specific task, but like they stop that task at 3 o'clock. If it's 3:01, they're like, hey, we're done. Like, we can't help you.
Right.
but I'm friends with them because I'm like, hey, how's your weekend? How's it going? You know, I ask about how things are doing. You know, I know about their situation with, different people. Hey, how's everything going with them? If it's 305, they're still gonna help me out.
Right.
But if you're just another schmuck that goes, because I know them as people, not just as, hey, you're the person that does this. Other people see them as, hey, you're the person that does this.
Right.
So they're like, hey, it's 259, bro. Man,
right.
It's 301. 301. You know the rule, dog. You know the rule. Hey, it says right there on paper, bro. You know the rule.
I gotta go.
But with me, it's like, cool. We'll bend the rules. That's how it works at sneaker shops. Hey, we can't really tell you. Wait, maybe I can tell you what's coming out tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. It's all about like the vibe and stuff, bro. That's what happened for me with the Griffies. I just happened to be there, and the dude volunteered the information to me. You know what I'm saying? He told me, yeah, you can, come here this day, and these will be here if you want them. I was like, okay, cool. And I followed up and did that. It was no problem. Shout out to eBay Joey in here also, and we got Drum the Hustler about to step in here too in a second. He says, like we both do, I said a lot, doing those survey the in-store, the surveys for the stores on the receipt, those are key to do because you do get the money back, but it does go to their store and they do get the feedback. That's why it's important to put the associate's name to help you, because they get that feedback. And if you have certain reports, I believe it gets back to them when you put their name in the little comments that you leave. Have you been getting better at doing that? Because I know we both.
I'm just greedy. I just want the $10.
Right. No, I get that totally. I totally do. But I think when you put their name in, I think they get that. I think they actually get that feedback. Like, hey,
because some of them, like, I think at some places, like I've heard, I don't know about secret shops, but I've heard of other spots where, hey, if they get their name mentioned a certain amount of times, then they get certain benefits. Like, hey, it looks good for them and stuff like that too. So yeah, I've heard that. And I've actually heard people at Foot Locker that say, hey, can you mention my name? My name is such and such. And then they write their name on the bottom or such and such and say, hey, you know what, that really does help. So I'm sure they're not full of it when they say that. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. But no, I try to do the surveys to just have that always ready for when I'm ever going out to try to buy some stuff. It's very important. So we're gonna go ahead and bring Drum in for a second too. He's a really good person. He's also the person I'm doing the raffle with, and he has really good tips for people out there trying to build relationships and things, and just involved with, just some reselling feedback.
And we know he does a good job because he got his hands on all kinds of university blues.
Drum, what do you do, bro? What's going on?
What up, guys? What's going on? How y'all doing tonight? Hey, I like that Laker gear too. Like that Laker rocking it.
Hey, you got to represent, dog.
Definitely.
I've seen you on a lot of Laker gear out there. That's his thing. Hey, but these guys are right, man. You guys got a network. I preach that all the time because you know what? Half the time and one of the things that I pride myself on is learning everybody's name. When you walk in there, what up, Mike? What up, Joe? What up, Bosco? What up, Cool? Because once you remember their name, you make it personal.
Right. And then they remember you for whatever the case is, and this is, once again, it's not doing that to just get your benefit. It's really like being personable. Like, don't be a robot. That's what it comes down to. Don't be a robot, bro. And things kind of come for what you got going on, based on how you move. You might get some things, you might not, but if you have off the good energy, more things will come your way. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I see it. That's kind of how I've been able to be, I guess, cool with the people that I'm cool with, because I'm just genuine. You know what I'm saying? Natural, regular conversation, and you kind of holds up your end, But once you get, I've been to stores when the groups are there, or I don't even want to, because there's good groups, so I don't want to just say and tie it to a bad thing, but there's some people that be there and they're just real antsy and on it and pushy and just aggressive, and it usually comes with a certain crowd. That's why I said the groups, but like you got to be the total opposite of that, because people behind the counter, they're really getting tired of that stuff now. They really are. I'm sure you probably heard of the feedback like that, either one of you guys, Cool or Drum, when you go to the stores and talk to people, and if they ever give you conversation about other people or resellers, like, they don't like that. They don't like the annoying part of it, the bad part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I got stores that I walk in there and they'd be like, look, we just got these, but don't send it to any group.
Right.
And I'll be like, no, I got you. Like, they're like, don't share it. Like anytime you go in there, a lot of people will go out of the way to like help you out. I walk into stores, and they'll be like, hey, I got your pair in the back. And they come out and I don't even ask for it. They'll be like, they just know that they're like, oh, he's gonna come pick up. And you know what? It's just I've just made it personal with them. Like I walk.
And that's kind of just what Cool was just talking about earlier. Like the person that helps him, he never asked. It's just because he had a cool relationship with him, they're willing to, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take some of that heat, use that in what you guys are doing out there if you're into it for that. It's not like a real resale convention. It's just kind of what's going on out there in the sneaker industry. And part of the sneaker situation is reselling, you know what I'm saying? All day. So it's not about being upset about it. It's just being a chameleon and finding a way to adapt to it.
And it's about being yourself, whatever works, because some people know that, hey, certain people are resellers and certain people are collectors. Some people will mess with you because you're a reseller and that you can help their numbers, because resellers help people's numbers. Like, people don't realize that. They'll push, like certain days, like the sneaker shops are really big on numbers. Like, hey, they need to push a certain number of sneakers per day, certain number of merch and stuff like that. So resellers will go there and buy 15 pairs. That'll really help the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it will move a good amount. So certain stores love certain managers or certain people. They're gonna like resellers. There's gonna be other people that don't like resellers and they're gonna like collectors. You know what I'm saying? So you start talking to people. You see who, what type of crowd that they're into and that type of stuff. You gauge that, and then you start talking to people who you're gonna get along with. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna get along with everybody. But you need to see who you fit with, and then you need to start building a relationship with those people.
Very true.
Not only that, but sometimes you also want to, when you go walk in there, sometimes they'll hate you off because they're pushing like they might be pushing the t-shirts. The other day I walked into the store, they were pushing the Croc little buttons that go on your Crocs. They're like, oh, we got three, and sometimes if you do I got Crocs. So I said, look, I got Crocs. Is this what you guys want to, your managers telling you to push? How much are they? $5. I bought 3 for $5. It did not hurt to pick up 3 for $5. They're going to remember that. Remember that. They helped me out with 3 for $5.
Very true. Very true, bro.
And then they're only $5 a piece. You give those to different people. Now you're networking, you know what I'm saying? You're helping other people out. They're like, oh, you thought of me, that type of stuff. You see the word Crocs, you give it to them. That's a great idea, Dom. You're right.
Yep.
Well, that's, you know what? To be honest, I am part of a Discord, right? I'm a reseller, to be straight up front. But all day. But I built those relationships. I'm also a collector, and sometimes I need my size.
Right. And that's where the other network goes in too, because like if you need your size and you don't have it, but somebody else does, and y'all can easily swap out based off the relationships y'all built. I see a lot of times on Cool's lately, he's been asking people if they got size to size swap. Like, that's a good way to do. That's a good way to build relationships too, because you never know. You might really want something, but you got it in a different size. And it's good to size swap with somebody you can trust as opposed to a random, because you don't want to be trading with people in the mall for a shoe and then get a whole fake shoe, and then there you go.
And then we have a pine green situation.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at.
And
pine green situation. Like,
and then the funny thing is, like, people think I hate resellers or whatever. Every time I ask for a sneaker and say, hey, you know what? There's a size trade. The people who step up, always resellers. Every time, bro. Every time it's a reseller.
Right, because they can do something with it for sure.
But yeah, and like people don't realize, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I think when I first started the channel, I talked trash about resellers, and then I kind of realized, like, hey, this is kind of the way everything works and the way everything fits together. So I'm like, dude, I understand it, and I can, like, I respect it, because when I go to 10 different stores in one day, at 5 of them, like, it's other resellers. It's resellers, so it's like they're putting in the work. I can't really hit on them for putting in the work.
The grind.
That's how I met you. I met you at the. I seen you at the Long Beach store. You were filming, getting content, right? And then you went over to the torrent store, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, what's up? What's going on? I was like, I introduced myself, you know, and then I ran into you again at another one with BOSSCO, and then that's
East
how
LA. East LA. Yep.
So that's what I'm like, if they're putting in that much work, and then people are going to complain because they're trying to make a few dollars off the shoot after they drive around to 8 different spots. Like, I'm like, dude, how can you hate on that?
Right.
It sucks. Like, it sucks if you're a collector, but it is what it is. Like that's where we're at right now. Sorry, like that. You got to adjust and you got to do what you got to do. You know,
like the situation I saw at Compton, which is kind of a perfect example of it, because it's not about the necessary part of being a reseller. That's a job. That's going into business for yourself. Is great. The part that I think a lot of people get who don't like it, and probably more what you were talking about at the time, Cool, is the people who try to, I guess, super tax. Because that's what happened in Compton when I was in line for the Raging Bull 5s. There was a reseller there in line also. He said he had 20 pair. He was letting it be known to everybody. I got 20 pair. I got about a bunch of 8s and 8.5s. I need a 9 if anybody wants to trade. Nobody wanted to trade with him. But somebody came up later and was like, he was like back in the line, so he knew he wasn't gonna get a shoe because it was reserved only. So he's asking around to see if anybody has a extra shoe. He goes to the reseller because people said, yeah, he got it. Dude's like, how much? Dude told him, $325. And the guy was like, $325? He's like, bro, they $190. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, bro, but that's the price. $325, $350. I got them sold for that price right now. Dude was mad. He was like, bro, why don't you charge me like 20 or 40? Why are you gonna charge me a whole 100, bro? He walked off. He's like, man, I should pick him up and body slam that fool. Like, he was mad. But it's the game. Like, I can understand it. That's where the attitude comes in when people feel like they're being hit over the head. But the same thing, that's what the shoe was going for, buddy. That's the price. You gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. That's the landscape now. You can't change it. You can't do nothing about it. But just appease the people. If he was out there and the tables were switched, I'm sure he would want his money, right? I don't get it.
It's always the when you're on the other side, it always switches up.
Right. Y'all gotta understand. You know what? I've been on both sides,
right?
And I'm the reseller. But you know what? There's if you're gonna be in this game, I feel like you gotta have a midway point. Like if you're gonna be out there putting it out there, you got 20 in line. You're asking for trouble, especially.
That's true too.
You gotta be smarter than that. Honestly, if I was him, I would have just been like, bro, I'm doing 320. You really want them? You want 275? Let's wrap it up. Right. I think that's a fair price. I'm making 50. Right. And that's my time, my gas, my reservation. Right?
Very true.
And just explain to, hey man, I had to go to like 6 spots to get these sneakers, dog. It took me 3 hours for each one, dog. You know what I'm saying? Right. Come on, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's meet in the middle. Let's meet in the middle. Let's meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you just gotta like and you know what? I've done things like me as a reseller personally. I got customers that be like, oh, I really want these, and they might tell you something like, I really want this. I ain't got the money. I've done where like I'm just gonna do 20 on top, bless this person, and keep on going.
It comes back, bro.
And you know what? Like, they are loyal customers. Sometimes you just gotta cut them a break.
Right.
You know, I sell I sell babies, I sell women's, I sell a little bit of everything. But sometimes you just gotta cut them a break and just be like, yo, you know what? You're a good customer. Let me bless you today and keep on going. And they definitely appreciate that. You gotta give a break in this game, you know?
No, absolutely. It makes sense to do it that way. It's just sometimes people don't see the other side. They only kind of see it from their perspective. And let's go to the question really quick. Because you were talking about the Discord that you're in, Drum. So let us know. Somebody, where to go?
I can't see the questions. That's why I haven't pulled them up or answered. My bad. I'm sorry.
No. There we go. What Discord are you in?
Currently part of the Flip Chasers. Right. That's the only Discord I'm in. And actually they're really like a true, like it's like a family, right? There's not too many members in there. I've been there since day one, They do a little bit of everything. They do like the in-store stuff and they do online stuff. So they got like they got a lot going on online. There's a lot of information, right?
Now, briefly, like on whatever you can explain for somebody who's new like that, like when you say in-store stuff and online stuff.
All right, so basically the in-store stuff is stuff that you could go at, like physical in-store stuff that's popping up in stores that you could go ahead and pick up, and that what you call is a grind. So it's like basically, example, one of the channels that we have is like stuff that you could pick up at stuff like at what do you call discount stores. Right. Like we put out information of like, hey, this is popping up. You might want to go take a look at it. But that itself is a grind because you physically got to go to the store, and there's so many people doing it out there that will beat you to it. Right. And it's not like you could grab a lot. It's like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of footwork. You know, and then you got stuff that you could you could just chill at home. Right. Let's say hold on. Let me pause you right there real quick though. But you guys still hear he's saying he still has to put in the footwork for it. So yeah, it's an advantage, but you still got to put in the work too. It's not like, you know, some people want to sit back and like look down on those things and be like, oh, they're just like cheating, so to speak. Nah, like as Cool was saying earlier, these people are still moving around, going to multiple spots to find what they're hearing about. You know what I mean? So it definitely takes work to do it. It's an art to it too, to be honest with you. It really is. Continue. No, actually, you guys could hit me up on IG. I post some of my finds on there. It's Drum the Hustler, right? You guys could go in there, but I put in work where I hit 15 stores in one day and only found 2 items. Yep, you know? That can definitely happen. It's a grind, you know. It's one of those things that you gotta work at it. So that's the time where like when I buy, like people say, well, you got it at a discount store or you can find it here. I'm like, bro, do you know how many stores that I had to drive through to find this item? Right. You know, I'm in LA. Sometimes I'll go all the way out to Montclair. I'll go to Hawthorne. I go to Santa Clarita. I go to Palm. I've even gone to Palmdale. Yeah, that's a mention right there for sure. I don't like to drive out there too much if I don't have to. That shit's far. y'all, look, y'all even going to Long Beach. Cool, you know that's a drive.
Yeah, no, but this fool gets cold easily though, man. Like,
I get cold fast too.
What is it? Drops. He needs like 8 layers. Like
yeah.
We're gonna have those feather jackets, dude. Yeah, you know the ones that they use in New York. For real. And then like, a couple like hoodies on the bottom. Right. Those leg warmers. Right. Head warmers. Definitely.
But real quick, eBay Joey, he said, because some of the stuff we're talking about, he said that he writes employee names in his note app. Smart. You know, because he needs to remember. Smart. Unless some of the employees are watching, I put it in my phone as well. Like when I go to, I message it to myself. I message their names to myself, and then the next time I go, I'll remember it, and then I won't have to look at it again usually. Right. Yeah. And then
do help you remember. Hell yeah.
And then Eric is saying that you know, we're really expanding his mind 100%. Like,
I saw that
he hasn't really thought about.
Yeah, so it's just about the grind, bro. You know, we kind of all that's crazy. We all kind of go around the stores to do our thing, and we all do kind of different things, but the same thing too. Different elements of the same stuff. I think that's dope because that lets you know there's different avenues to go out to these stores. You know, Cool and I with the recording, you know, that's one thing too, but just sourcing and stuff like that too. I mean, you find stuff everywhere. I made a video on my Bobby Thrift channel about these shoes that came up kind of like a bolo situation, but you don't just have to go to Ross's and TJ Maxx and stuff like that to do retail arbitrage or to flip. A lot of stores, that's Cool and I have been seeing too, retail stores been having some red tags on things that have wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? You see that all the time. Just depends on where you're going for that stuff. You know what I mean? And you know, doing sourcing at like, you know, retail stores, that's also how you build a relationship because you're helping them get rid of all the stuff that they need to get rid of because it's on sale. They need to get rid of it. If you're the person helping them do that, it kind of keeps you in the front of their mind too, as far as when the really hot stuff comes out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
No, I mean, you could get some really good stuff there. You know, you got blessed with a little gift today.
Yes,
you know?
indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, I don't know if I could share it yet, but I mean, shit, at some point you guys will see what it is. Some fire stuff, bro. Also, briefly, Drum is the person who helped me. Drum by way of shout out to eBay Joey. This shoe right here, and you guys know me on my channel. I love Kyrie's, bro. These they have been popping up at Ross's and stuff, and I wasn't able to find them, but luckily it came down the chain and it worked. So I mean, good people help good people, man. And like I said, I've already wore these things a few times. I threw them on feet like the next day, bro.
That was because we went
to Drum and eBay Joey. Drum and eBay.
You went to, that was when we went to the Soul Natives, the what's called event, the resale event.
Yeah, and I wore them.
You wore that the next day.
Very next day. Yep. Yeah, I love them, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't find these. These were only originally released, I believe, in Miami on the East Coast, and then once they started hitting the Rosses, people was swallowing them up. You couldn't find them. I went a lot of places looking for them. Once I saw, I think it was LA Thrifter Hunter found one. I'm like, oh, they're there. I started going around. I couldn't find them. He sent me the picture. I'm like, I gotta grab them, bro. I gotta grab them. So luckily, you made it happen, man. I just wanted.
Well, go ahead.
No, on the shoe, they only came in big sizes. The smallest size was a 13. They got 14, 15, and 17, and 18.
Yeah, those have resale too.
I still got the size 17.
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay.
You're deep into it if you're picking up the size 17s, bro. No, you're deep into it.
Dude, for the price, it's worth it, man.
You're patient. You're patient as hell. That means you have a whole lot of stuff at home.
Check out his IG, man. This guy, whew.
I got 17s. Holy guacamole.
Yeah, it's. I definitely come across some good stuff.
But it's putting in the work, man. It's putting in the work, bro. You got to make the move.
That's what's up.
Shout out to everybody here in the stream. If you guys are enjoying what's going on, make sure you hit the like button. I'm definitely missing, comments in here, so forgive me for that too. But shout out to everybody who is putting in input here in the stream. And if you guys got questions, go ahead and ask. And I myself are cool. Will catch it. Or if you see a drum, let me know. But so you were saying, because I kind of cut you off, at the point where you're talking about how you still went around to find stuff in the store, but you're continuing to talk about the Discord about. I guess you were going on to the online now or something like that, the online part of it.
Yeah, we're actually just with the flip trees, we're actually just moving on to like online. It's always been there. But now we're moving a lot into like the online Discord. So basically, like let's say you're at home, right? They have stuff in there that you could just kind of look in there and you could just buy stuff directly, like links and stuff like that. You click it. And it makes it so much easier. You don't have to put in that footwork, but at the same time, you're not gonna get. I mean, you get great stuff on there, but you constantly gotta just monitor it. It's like it's all that information comes in through there.
But usually, the way that works, and I'm sure your group is the same. They have another database that they use, and they click on specific links, and it takes it right to the cart. It takes add to cart. Do you guys have that feature?
There are a couple that it does.
Yeah.
Part, and you
so you don't have to go through 50 different websites. You just go through their database, and then you click on it, and then it puts
it's just a click
right on that page.
It goes right to that page. Yes, right. So if it's like that's something that we just got into, and they're like really good about it, and they have a lot. They have a lot. They got a lot going on. It just goes straight to the store. You just click and go. You open it, and it's a good source of doing it.
And
if it's out, and I can vouch for it. I'm mind blown, bro.
And if certain things like release at a certain time and stuff like that, that's just like invaluable, because what happens is normally you have to look for the page. You're spending 30 seconds on that, and by then these fools have already added to cart and they're already done.
Out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a key thing right there. And a little bit that he showed me today, it was really mind blowing, because it's like, wow, like there's things that I've dealt with already, and I'm seeing links for it. I'm like, wait, hold up, really? That's for that much? Like, it's key, and we're gonna definitely elaborate that more. And that's something that for the members, if you're a member of the channel, that's something that we can get into. Also, if you guys are watching and have questions about that, let me know. Of course, I'll be making some videos about that in the next couple of days, but it's definitely something you would like to contribute or think about. So we had a good question from eBay Joey, and I would like to see what you guys thought about this too. How do you guys feel about return items back to the store, like returning things back to the store? Can it impact the relationship with you and the stores? Me first, I would think so. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, it hurts. It might be good at first, but then when you bring it back, it goes right back to their inventory, and that doesn't help them at all. You know what I'm saying? No. I would say do your best to get them to somebody else and trade for something else, or try to sell them, because don't take it back. It's not going to really be good with you and the person that you're trying to build a relationship.
If I have a relationship within a store, right? I'm just gonna try to hit an area where I didn't know nobody, and
another store. You go to another store, and
that's it. You know what? Honestly, a lot of my people that I have the connection with, they love it because I never return anything, and I never give them any trouble. Right? I always like, if you go in there and you be humble, right? You just be humble about everything, right? From the beginning to the end, learn their name. And just be respectful. Trust me, and don't return stuff. Like, if you're gonna buy it and you're gonna build a relationship, do not return stuff.
You know? And if you do return it, just return to another store. Return it to another store. If you're hustling that much anyways, you're going to different stores anyways. So just go to a store where you don't know anybody, like Drum said.
And if you're gonna do it, don't do it more than once a year. To be honest. And then be apologetic about it. I'm sorry, like whatever the situation is,
right?
Be apologize. I know I didn't want to return this, blah blah blah. But if you're just buying and then coming back there, because I talk to people in the store, I talk to management in the store, and they're like, they will tell me that I walked in there the other day at one store. I walked into a SP the other day, right? And like the manager was like, dude, this guy is so damn annoying. I hate him. and you know what? He filled the raffle ticket out.
Oh no!
He literally did not put it in the box.
I'm sure.
He did put it in the box, the other box next to the box,
the trash box,
the trash can, the trash can.
You just don't. They're like, I literally like, he just like, oh, man, this guy's so annoying. He took his ticket and just left it on top, and like, because I filled it out at the same time. He threw in the box real quick, whatever. Right? He took his and just left it on top. And then I just kind of wanted to know what he was gonna do. Dude left afterwards, went straight to the trash.
Yeah, bro. Like, what do you expect? How do you expect to be an asshole to somebody and then for them to help you? Like, how can you expect that? The audacity in that, And to be honest, off the keyword you said earlier about being humble, I said it before, but I won't say it this time. But I went to a location. I won 2 shoes on separate accounts at one location. The dude saw me and he said, you know what? You come here humble. You don't give us no problem. I didn't even see that, bro. And I was able to make it happen because I come in there, chill, do my thing, and it was cool. They normally wouldn't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about the energy and what you give off, bro. I totally give it up to
that. So Eric had a good question. He says, this is an interesting question. Eric said, how much do you pay the employees to give you the info?
I don't pay them anything. I honestly just built relationships, and I'm really good at communication. I'm really good at building relationships. I'm really good about something.
I just give them bags of cash right in front of the manager.
Right.
It's like, hey man, here's a 50-piece dog.
Hold me down, bro.
Hey manager, how much you gonna cost? No, but I've never paid anything. Wait. But technically, I also haven't gotten info straight from an employee, right?
Right.
That sound good? Does that sound good?
Right. Yeah.
So, but I've gotten all kinds of info, and it's just about building relationships. It's about them trusting you. About them trusting you that you're not gonna blow them up. You're not gonna blow them up, get in trouble. You're not gonna get them fired, by saying, "Hey, my boy told me."
Right.
He told me, dog. Like he told me, you guys got 17. Stop bullshit.
Right.
You got 7, like, you know,
like, yeah. See, that's the problem with with exactly the guy that said that was hell of annoying. That was his problem. He came in there demanding, right? I got another cat that, like, you know, I'm not only into the hype or into like all the exclusives. I also do bricks. You know, I also buy like your regular day sneaker, that your beaters. You know, I buy those all the time. You know, and I got like you know, people hit me up and they just be like, "Hey, bro, we just marked everything down," and they'll be like, "Hey." And they'll let me know, like, hey, we marked everything down, or we're gonna mark everything down tomorrow. Come through and see what you want. And I show them love. I go through, I look at see if there's a little money to be made, right? And if there is, great. If not, there's no hard feelings, you know. Right. But I build that relationship where they let me know when they're gonna do their markdowns. I actually at SP, I bought maybe like 20 Dodger jackets, the satin jackets with the big logo in the front, for $30. They're like, hey, we're gonna mark these down tomorrow. And I was just like, all right, cool. I was like, he's like, can I buy them? Like, yeah. And then he asked me, hey, can you leave some for the other customers? I said, yeah, not a problem. You know, how many can I take? Like, it's not like I'm not gonna be demanding. If he would have told me, hey, you could take 5, cool, take them off. Right. Moving on. Right. And, hey, I leave this many for these many customers.
And things that I hear from every freaking employee is that the younger cats struggle with that. The younger cats just struggle with, hey, what's gonna help like thinking of, hey, what's gonna help the store instead of just what's gonna help me. Like the younger kids, all they do is just go in there and, hey, I need this info, I need this, I need to save money on this, because they just see the short term, hey, this is what's going to make me money now, instead of, hey, this relationship is going to help me build a relationship, help me get hooked up, and also help both of us. You know, they don't really see that. And every worker in every shop I've ever freaking been to pretty much tells me this.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. It definitely does.
And you know what? And that's one thing that I preach to my people in my Discord. You guys don't go in there and be disrespectful to nobody. You know, and it's like y'all gotta just take, like, you know, I get hit up a lot and say, hey, any tips? And the first thing I tell everybody, be respectful, be humble, don't demand, be courteous, learn their name, call them by their name, you know, remember their name. You know, like think about how would you like to be treated if you're in the same situation.
Treat people how you want to be treated. That's the biggest thing. If you know that, then you should be good in life. But people don't get that part. They just think they can give out. You're supposed to give them what they supposed to. Nah, bro. You gotta treat people how you want to be treated, bro.
Drum Out of Here Kicks was asking if you guys have spots available.
They will be a spots available. I believe they told me maybe somewhere in September they're gonna open up for the OA.
For what?
I mean, for RA. And I'm not sure for the online stuff. They should be some spots available coming up, but it's gonna be very limited. I would
get on it, do it fast. And here, Out of Here Kicks, stay in contact with Drum right here.
Oh yeah.
Here, hit him up. DM.
That's me right there. Just hit me up. Let me know, and I would have that information for you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know,
DM him right here. Okay. Want to make sure we answer your question and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, it's crazy, but it's interesting though, man. This stuff is all important things that you guys need to know, whether you're just a regular consumer or a reseller, you know, because you want to, if you're just somebody who collects shoes and a regular, you know, consumer that buys stuff, if you have here we go. The world is getting crazier, especially when it comes to this resale stuff, right? So even some of the most nicest people are being turned into more on that side. So if you're a regular person trying to just come and get your shoe for yourself to wear, and you have the competition of all the resellers and groups and this and that, if you make a connection with the people too, they might help you out still there, even in that dog eat dog world. You know what I'm saying? They see that you come in there a lot, you're very impressionable, or you come there and you spend with them. They'll look out for you as opposed to just, you know, only going with the things that's going to benefit them. It's ways to get around that. You don't just have to rely, or you don't have to just give up because you're not in a group or not associated with people. Just do your due diligence, bro, and you can do it. It sounds like a goal, like you're trying to go to the NBA. You can do it, but no, if you want to get your shoe that you want for retail, there is a way to make it happen. You just got to put in as much work as you are willing to. Case in point, this is a hard shoe to get right here, bro. This is a hard shoe. How many?
This is what relationships can get you guys.
Facts.
Facts. And Duran, one thing I was telling my people earlier is I talked to the person who helped me out with this. I talked to him for a year. Never asked him for anything. Never, even with this, I never asked him for anything. Never asked him for What led to this was I asked him, hey, what can I help you with? You have everything. What can I help you with? What do you not have? What have you not been able to get your hands on? I got a little pull on I got a little bit of pull on Instagram. I might be able to help you craft something that you need. Got it to him. The next week, I'm hitting stuff.
Well, you know what I do, cool? Let me, like, every time I leave and I make a new relationship, I always tell them, y'all need something, let me know. You know?
Right.
I one time actually, you know what? One time this guy was like at the one of the stores. I was just like, damn, I just got to get something to eat. I'm really hungry. I'm like, oh, what? You don't get a lunch break? We joking around, right? He goes, not today. You know, like somebody called out. I said, all right. I went across the street. I said, you good with across the street? He was like, oh, no, don't worry about it, bro. I went across the street, got him something to eat, and brought it back. I said, here you go, bro. Have a blessed day. Don't worry about it. And I've been in that position where you are. We can't even go anywhere to eat. Right? And you know what? He was so thankful, and I've been blessed.
Right.
You know, like there's those little things that you never know. Like, you know, you got to pay attention to what they say.
Right.
You know, and always tell them, hey, y'all, if I could ever do anything for you, let me know.
And then, and they'll definitely remember that.
Just, you know, try to do your best to do, you know, what you can. Don't what's the saying that the homie says? You always want to over deliver, not under deliver. You know what I mean?
That was very true.
You always want, you don't want to over promise, right? You don't want to over promise, you want to over deliver.
Very true. Very true. Had an incident where I won a raffle ticket, showed up late. They sold my shoe and I didn't blow up or give them attitude or complain. And I'm sure he was expecting me to do or to act dumb. That's crazy that they did that though, but that's happening a lot. That's probably because your pair, to believe it or not, got backdoored. And that's why they sold your pair. That's unfortunate though. But yeah, you know, that might come back around later. Where you're not giving them attitude and you're being cool. They'll remember how you didn't blow up because of that situation, and they'll look out for you the next time around. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely can happen too. I'm sorry that happened, man. That you know, it sucks that happens.
Which shoe was that on, Batar?
Yeah, and I mean that's the one thing. Because even when you win these raffles, sometimes, well, at least not maybe not with Flex now because they kind of have that. Most stores are kind of have that in check. But if you're dealing with another store, not a Flex store, I would suggest if you want a raffle, you get there early, bro. Don't play that. Oh, I want a ticket. I got a ticket. I'm gonna get there later on in the day. Nah, because that type of stuff happens even more now because that backdooring and stuff is even more now. You know what I'm saying? So if you win a raffle and yeah, just get there as early as possible for multiple reasons. They might, you know, especially if it's Flex, get there early because you might have a chance. I don't want to promise that or make people think that, but lately, certain places, if you go early, you're within the first few people, you get an opportunity to buy something else too. So if you're, you know, make sure you guys do that too to give yourself the extra chance to get something else. But then also, if you win a raffle somewhere else, get there early too. Don't wait just because you got the ticket, because the ticket might not be everything nowadays, man. Things happen, bro. You know, things happen, bro.
Definitely, you want to get there early. You don't want to be the last one there. Like I was there, I was at one of the stores, right? And believe it or not, the guy forgot his ID. Sorry, dudes. The store closing in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and damn.
And I went back the next day.
Gone now. Yeah, his parents gone now.
And they're like, oh, Christ, gone. I was like, y'all just open. It was
Damn,
you know, it was the same girl. I didn't get about it. I said, I wonder if y'all got any leftovers or whatever. Like I seen somebody like, nope, sorry.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, man, the UNC Forest is a crazy thing. Are you guys both going for those? I would assume so, right? Personal pair, resale pair. You guys going for the Forest?
Oh, definitely, bro. I want both. I want to keep one for myself and maybe get a couple for resale for the long term, maybe. You know, those are those. You know that tag in the front with the 23,
right?
And then
that I like that. Like so many people, I know hate that. They're like, oh hell.
Right. And that's the thing. I'll be tripping like with the shoes because everybody likes little different things. Different. Bro, that's so fire because it's like a lot of people like that shoe overall, but some people that's the breaker of it, and some people like the maker of it, bro. And that's just how the shoe is, man.
And you know what? Every single Raffle is gonna be my size.
No, exactly. Yep. I'm with you though. I'm greedy, so. I'm trying to get multiple, like I'm trying to double up, triple up,
right. No,
whatever I can do. I'm not gonna lie.
For real, like on the UNC ones, like everything I hit on was my size, so I got multiples on my size.
That's a good problem to have. That's a good problem to have.
No, well, not from the resale perspective because you want variety for your customers, but sometimes you need to make sure you get your own.
Very true.
And I was glad to hit on multiple pairs, different sizes, right? I actually talking about giving back to your people. I have a customer that she buys at least 25 pairs from me a year, right? Pays cash money, really good customer. She wanted those for her son, her son's birthday. I said, look, I'm just gonna give them to you for retail.
Damn.
And I'll say like you like you're great to me.
Yeah.
And you know what? That she was expecting to pay top dollar for them.
Right.
When you come to them and I said I just want retail. This is and I said this is the receipt. 2 days later, she asked me for 3 more pairs.
I was like, that's like another 24 the next year. That's another 24, 25 the next year.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So what's the actual date on them for? Are they coming out coming up Saturday?
28th, I think. 28th.
28. Yeah, them things.
Oh, wait, is it the 20th? It's really it's a Wednesday release?
See. I wonder if they all got their pairs in yet, or are they still waiting for their pairs? You know how that go. Especially with the flexes, man. We don't ever know if they actually gonna have the shoe when they're supposed to. I'm hoping they do.
Yeah, it's the 28th, the Wednesday.
28th. That's interesting. I mean, and they still give you till 7 o'clock, I guess, to pick up the shoe, even though it's a weekday.
And then look what just showed up.
Oh, they just put those up there?
Yeah.
They just put those? Wow. On the flex?
Wait, hold up. Just so your people can see it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, those is dope. They bring it back to
that's surprising.
That's on sneakers. Okay.
May 1st.
What?
I feel like all the Bloods are gonna go after those.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Those are dope.
I can see
those back.
The same fools that got the same fools that just picked up all the Raging
Bulls.
Like,
For sure.
Like fights. Hey, right. Not to cut you guys off, but the guy that runs the Discord said he will. If you enter the UNC raffle, we'll do. He says that we could raffle off a slot for the online. So, guys, just let me know. He just verified that.
That's what we see, and that's okay. That's perfect because I was trying to figure out if we was going to be able to add that. So, say that again.
So, if you guys enter the UNC raffle that we got going on right now, right, it's only $10. If you get a free, we could do a free entry. We'll hold a separate raffle, right? You'll automatically be entered to do that. They're gonna put up 1 slot for free, so you'll have access to that online Discord.
And that's something that you might want to. But the next few days, I'll in a live stream or something like that too. I'll be able to display. I'll do it on my laptop to kind of show you guys what it's about in a sense, because like I said, I got a chance to check it out today. It's worth it times 20, bro. What they got going on with that Discord is definitely cool, man. And I don't just say things. I don't just co-sign things to just tell you guys. I only say stuff. I only talk about things I like. I don't know. A couple people ask about things like if I never say about stuff that I don't like. If it's a shoe out there I don't like, you just don't hear me talk about it. I mean, what's the whole point of talking about a shoe I don't like or something I don't like? But this is something you definitely want to check out, bro. It's you won't be disappointed. I heard about it before. I never dabbled into them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I just never did. But just the little bit that he showed me today with it, it's a very impressive situation, man. Definitely, bro. What are the membership fees for the Discord?
I don't know. You just gotta hit up. I don't run it.
Right.
The homeboy does.
Mm-hmm.
So hit him up. There's different levels because there's different access points.
Things that you're able
so
to.
Depending on what access point you have, that would be the cost of the fee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it is worth it, guys, to enter. Not only do you get a chance to win the UNT ones, but you also we'll add you guys to that side raffle.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't mean to cut you off because I remember I told you I was asked about that, and they just confirmed.
Oh yeah, definitely, yes indeed.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cool.
Oh,
no, I wasn't saying nothing. Wait, time out.
I just got excited, you know.
Did you full see that KCP got hurt?
No, he did. No, I didn't. I didn't see that.
He jacked up his ankle. And then did you see that the Lakers beat the Jazz in overtime today? That was kind of crazy.
No, I was watching it, but I didn't get a chance to fully pay attention to what. Oh no, I didn't watch that game. I missed that game. I didn't know they won it though. They did win it.
I just happened to see it on my second monitor. I was like, what?
Okay. And the UNC raffle, eBay Joey, is $10. It's $10 raffle. $10 raffle. You can get up to 5 slots per person. We're gonna have a first, second, and third place winner. First place winner gets a chance to win or gets to pick a size of the UNC one or the 450 cash out. Second place winner gets the $50 Nike gift card, and then third place winner gets a free slot into the next raffle that's gonna happen, which more than likely might be them dunks I showed you guys earlier. Where they at? I believe this might be the next raffle. I'll make an announcement to make it for sure, but this will be one of my next raffles.
Those are hard, bro.
Super fire. I'm looking at these things and I wish they were 13. If they were, I would definitely have kept them, but fire ass shoe right here. I'm not even really into the dunks like that, but they do have a lot of dope collabs and designs, and that's definitely one of them. I believe that came out before, right? Because it says retro like it's been made before.
I just like that blue on there. I don't know what Koos takes on that. I'm not really big onto dunks, but that has a lot going on.
It does. It definitely does. You think they're all right? Cool. I know you're more so into the dunks too, right?
I love dunks, man. Like,
that did come out before, right? Like, is that a remake?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing those. I don't know. Okay. I'm not a dunk historian. I love the dunks, but there are some real historians with that dunk, bro. They get real crazy. You say the wrong thing about the shoe, man. I get it though. I get it. It's a whole coat, bro. So yeah, man, we've been rocking for a minute, about 1 hour and 22 minutes. I appreciate everybody coming through. If you guys haven't done so, hit the like button. That helps out the stream, of course. Are you either one of you guys hitting the streets tomorrow, moving around, making moves, or are you guys stationary? What's going on for tomorrow?
I haven't heard anything, but I'm wondering if it's going to be a quiet day where it's too quiet to be truth.
Right.
The last 3-4 days have been nuts though. Like with the Inglewood, I heard Inglewood had stuff for like 4 days straight.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
they had Fire Red 4s like the day before yesterday. That Fire Red 4s, and they had all kinds of stuff. I was like, holy guacamole.
So based on what's been happening the last few days, because I've been hearing a lot about Inglewood also, do you guys feel like they might be trying to make that the next marketplace like they did Compton, or is it still like Compton and that? Because I know they try to push everything to Compton, but then Inglewood's popping up with all this heat too. Did they just reopen that Inglewood one, or what's up with that? Like, how are they getting all this heat all of a sudden?
Because they closed down the old man's.
Yeah.
Open a new man. I mean, old man's is a kid's Foot Locker, and then they got the new man's.
Okay. So it's like a reopening type.
So it was a grand opening. It was a grand opening, and so they did the grand opening a while ago, right, Drum?
Yeah, they did. They have been keeping it in the wraps for a while because a lot of the managers from different stores went to go help out that store and get all those set up, right? But they just didn't want to make any noise till this Saturday, and they didn't. And then the other day, there was the big one, And this is where, like I said, relationships come in through, because I think I was told about this about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I went down there like, like a ninja, like
right. Hell yeah, you got to, bro. You got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I was just, and then I was reconfirmed by somebody else. They're like, I was just told you might want to take a drive down there. That's what I was told. I said,
when they don't have to give you, or when they don't give you any information and just say, hey, you need to do this, and you have a good relationship with them, then you just, you trust them. They know what you need, or they know what you want, and you just go, and then usually it's something pretty big.
And the same, like the homie, the ghost, whenever if he is close and he gives me a signal and it's not far, he just said, get to here, I go, because it's like shit, there's gonna be something there, and usually it's something far worth it. So you get that back, I call it the back signal. Once the back signal goes out, you got to answer the call real quick, man. There's crime out there. You got to fight real quick. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing that I tell all my people, like, you know what? Like, you can't sleep on it. Like, if they tell you, then you got to get there within 15, 20 minutes, or else you're done.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's like, I got, like, I know cats that were like, can you let me know if you hear anything? I'm like, all right, cool, I don't mind. Because I know that if I go by myself, I'm only gonna get one pair, right? Right. Like, like he seems cool, whatever. Like, I'll be like, yo, bro. They're like, I've been told. You think they're gonna hold it for me? I'm gonna call and to hold it, or
my god,
or can you pick me up a pair? I'm like, what?
No, and one thing that people need to realize too is, like, someone constantly gives you info, and every time they give you info, you're like, hey, you know what? I'm busy, or I can't do it, or there's always an excuse you can't go. Then that information is going to start drying up, because they're like, hey, what's the point?
It's going to disappear. Hell yeah, it will, bro. It's like, why would they waste their time giving you that information? You know what I'm saying? So is this coming about the same amount of there should be more 4s made than there was of this Hyper Royal, right? You guys would assume or think? Like, I think the Hyper Royals had about 100,000 made, 150,000 made. Because
I heard 130.
Huh? I
heard 130.
That's what everybody quoted. Right. But the numbers that I heard about from workers it was less than half of the University Blue. Less than half.
Wow.
Less than half.
Wow. Okay.
I got actual numbers too.
I wonder if the 4s are going to be in what category? The UNC category or the Hyper Royal category? Anybody heard anything about that?
I haven't heard anything about
the way people are projecting it. I feel like that's going to be a shoe that's limited made also, which is,
here
we go again.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just all I just every raffle I hit my size. That's all I know. You know what? I need my pair, yo. It's like, because I feel like the resale market on those are going to be like crazy banana.
Yeah. Oh,
are you high with the flex? You have a ton of flex points, right?
I'm sure he does. I'm sure.
Me?
Yeah,
you.
I got a few accounts with a lot of points.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. So then you should be good. If you got a lot of flex points, you should be good.
Yeah.
I got 2 accounts over $1 million, and then I got 1 account over $2 million.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So if you're over 2 million, that at least that count, you should be good.
Right.
That's the one that I got multiple of the other.
Yeah, so you should be good.
Yeah.
You should be good.
You're
great.
Yeah.
You just never know. You just never know, because sometimes it's like I really want a pair, and I take in big L's on all the accounts, and I'm just like,
One thing I would like to tell you guys too. Side note, for one, you got to try every avenue. So, like, if you guys here too, Drum and Cool, if you guys have other sites you guys can think off the top of your head to tell people to go for the raffles, that you guys got to go for all the raffles, not just flex. Give yourself as many options as you can. The least amount of, the more shots you take, the more chances you get. So make sure you guys go do that, for one. The second thing is, a lot of people are getting smart on IG, and shout out to the homie Shooter, because he showed us this in the group chat. So I'm going to share it with everybody else to give everybody else a little notice. You might realize it, you might not, who knows? But, people are doing these giveaways or these entries for shoes, right? what they did for him was I guess he entered. I don't know if I guess he entered in for these University 4s. It was like a raffle or a slot or something. Long story short, they hit him up and said, "You won. Send us what was that, like $300, and you get your pair of UNC 4s because you won the raffle."
Oh,
and like, yeah. See, you guys both know what's up, but I'm just saying that for people who might not think, you know, who might not know, don't fall for them things. If he'd have sent that $250, he wasn't gonna get no shoe, bro. And they had all the posters and pictures on the IG to make it look legit, but like the page hadn't been up for that long, so just be on the lookout for stuff like that. I would just go with the trusted sites. Instagram.
I know one person who dealt with the similar thing where they said, "Hey, you know, you want a shoe? We picked you, and all you have to do is pay for shipping. You know, hey, go ahead and send us money, and you know, like $30, $40 for shipping or something, and then you sit with your thumb in your ass." And
because you know, a lot of new people trying to get into the game. They're like, "Oh man, I won. Let me go ahead." Nah, bro.
You can't be too thirsty, man. Can't be too thirsty.
Definitely.
Do your homework. Ask, look around, ask if that person is like legit. You know, I'm a big believer in, if you don't know something, ask. You know, don't be afraid to ask somebody else.
Don't be afraid to ask.
Have you heard of this person? Have you heard of that person? And most, like, the community's tight, right? So I'm pretty sure they'll be like, if they're good people, they'll be like, yeah, he good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
So, real quick, did you guys notice that the Hyper Royal, the resale prices today? Did you see what happened today?
No, what happened? Did they jump or low?
Yesterday was about 420, 430 for the lowest. It's at 500 after release day.
The day
how did it go up on release day? I was like, what?
Not the UNC didn't even do it like that. I don't think.
Those dropped a little bit. I was like, oh,
that's crazy, because they are limited. 130.
And the crazy thing is, I'm like, how are so many people doing that when Finish Line didn't get their pairs, when JD Sports didn't get their pairs? They're still gonna have in-store app raffles, and I'm like, oh my god, people are like overreacting, bro. Like holy crap. Foot Locker still doesn't have theirs. I was like, oh my god.
I feel like it's gonna take a dip though. Like, if you remember the totals didn't, like the ones that just dropped, the
Raging Bulls, the Toro 5s.
Raging Bulls. Yeah, those, the price went up, it creeped up as soon as all the pairs got released this Tuesday. 270, 250.
Because there are still people picking up passes tomorrow as well. Because there were local people that won on the Sneaker Pass. So they picked up yesterday. Some picked up today. So there are going to be more pairs out there. So, but like, I was just like, someone was like telling me, "Oh, should I do it?" I was like, bro, it's gone up, dog. It's gone up. I don't like. You might want to wait, man. You might want to wait.
Currently at 500, and that's on Go and StockX right now, right?
I just checked StockX, which is lower.
You know what, guys? You know what I say? It's like stocks. When it dips, you buy, and then
yeah, definitely having the capital to do it is so clutch, man. You know what I mean? Briefly, like, because I know Drum, you do a lot of reselling. What are some of your notable big flips? And I'm gonna ask you that too, cool, because I think you have a couple of those you could maybe share. I think, right?
Let's talk about, man. I don't resell.
I mean, no, you don't.
Stuff up there, except it's couple things that I have.
Right. For
sure. I have stuff from like a year ago. I'm the worst reseller ever. Right. I have stuff from like 2 years ago that I bought. Can I list that stuff? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's all conversation, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, Drum, like some of the things you came across that were like, you know, a shocker, or maybe you didn't know it would go for as much, or I don't know, a couple shocking things that you've seen in your quest within the last month or so, because I know you got some stories. You know what I mean? I know you have to have some stories. Your IG shows you have some stories. But recently,
I mean, from like shoes and stuff like that. I picked up one of the early on in the game when I first started going. I hit up Marshalls and I picked up the Patriots Air Force Ones full package with the thing. I paid $50 for those, and I hit for 100.
Oh,
that's a good one. That I was like, what?
Right.
You know, it's really more like, I think a lot of the finds that I've gotten, that blew my mind is probably like coming from like discount stores.
Okay.
You know, like I found Off-White at Ross before. Right. I found Supreme unreleased color. Oh, I actually have one right here. It's for a customer that requested it.
Okay. I also saw he found a Supreme poster at Burlington, bro. I remember you showed me that too.
So I found this Supreme Champions unreleased color, $12.99 at Ross.
Wow.
So it is right here, champion.
Yeah,
Supreme. It's for a customer.
That's crazy.
Here's another one, a good find.
That's crazy. Supreme pop up. I think somebody's video online, they found like Supreme boxers at one of them stores. What? How does Supreme creep into the Marshalls and Ross like that, bro?
I don't know how certain things slip through.
Yeah,
like
I really don't.
It don't make sense.
So it doesn't, bro.
LeBron fully.
Oh, that's the jerseys, bro. When those hit the streets, me and Cool, man, those hit the blocks at Ross. It was like, where they at? We gotta find. I gotta find.
Yeah, no. You remember at the end of the night, we was like, no, we need to hit up a couple more.
Yeah, bro. Let's go, man.
We found nothing.
There it is. Yeah, that's hard. Found that at Burlington, bro.
4 of these different ones
at Burlington. How is Supreme getting to Burlington? Everything from a Supreme resells. Like, how is that falling through the cracks? That's crazy.
So yeah, I pick up some crazy stuff and that blows my mind. So if you want to say like crazy stuff, is just be like that.
And okay,
my boy picked up Jordan Brett 11's grade school.
Yeah, those are crazy, man. I have yet to. Well, I found maybe 2 pair of Jordans. I definitely did. A Jordan 1 low for women's that was dope, and then like this Volt green, all Volt green that was reflective for women. That was like those are 2 Jordans I was able to find at Burlington, and I thought that was dope. Ron B likes your Supreme poster, Dron. Active Hustle Mode. Welcome to the stream, my dude. How you doing tonight? Active Hustle Mode in the building.
Well, Activate Hustle Mode. That's my boy right there.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to him. Well, and do either one of you guys see the UNC's dropping below 400 anytime soon?
I think if you hold, I think
this person wants to buy. So he's like, do you guys think it'll drop below 400 anytime soon?
No.
I think 99% of the stock is out. I think 99% of the stock is out. So I don't know who would lower the price, who's in such a hurry to sell it, because 99% of the stock's already out there. So like, I'd be surprised if it dropped any more than it is right now. I think it's like what 420, 430?
Right.
430 or something like that. Like, I'd be surprised if it goes on like any lower.
The best suggestion is to either buy now or drop the bid on StockX. And you might get somebody who might want to drop it off fast. You might get that, but it's not.
No, you'd have to raise the bid.
Oh, because the bids are higher than 400. Yeah. True.
So you'd have to put the bid on there and then see if you can hit. But yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Anybody going after those 11s next week? The lows.
The white and blue ones.
The Columbia.
You're talking about the lows.
Lows.
You know what?
Blue, I think they're called.
I think those. I think those are gonna be like. I think they're gonna be like $50, $60 profit on them. If you like real quick, I don't know how the market's gonna go because it's all white and there's so much good stuff that came out this month that everybody's gonna forget about those.
I feel like those might be a late bloomer though, because that Columbia all white.
It's gonna take a while though.
Yeah, a long while, but like that. I mean, sheesh. Because that's when we get to the Columbias. You know what I mean?
Because even the Concord breads have gone up now. Even the Concord breads gone up, but it took a year. It took a year for them to go up. Like,
that's true.
You know what? Those Kyrie Dukes sat at the Nike outlet. I picked up a few pairs.
The baby blue ones?
No, the Kyrie Dukes. Yeah, I ended up picking up like 5.
I think you got the Kyrie Dukes. You got that one, right?
Yeah, I do.
I think you got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
You know what? And they were under retail. They were like, I want to say I got them for like $100 each, and they had 30% discount.
Yeah. They got them right now going on StockX for like $245. I was happy. I was talking about that yesterday in my video yesterday. Low key, I'm gonna say it again. I don't care. I do love Kyrie's shoes, of course. Blah blah blah. But Kyrie's are also like I'm not gonna say it like a Jordan, but in the same realm where they usually have resale. Kyrie's might not have it at first, but you try and get a favorite Kyrie 6 months later. You try and get one of them popular Kyrie six months later to a year. They're gonna be high, bro. The Dukes, the Krispy Kreme 2s, those are pricey. The Lobsters, a lot of Kyrie's out there have resale, bro. So you know, I say that to say Kyrie got heat, bro. He got heat for the streets and for the hype beast. You know what I mean?
Bosco, you was asking about weird resales, right? Weird resales. This is from a long time ago, but you know about these, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen you on these.
$16.99. I still got about 10 left. There was
wait. How much did you get for them?
Huh?
How much did you pay for them? These are the kids.
$16.99.
Oh man, you overpaid, dog. You overpaid. I got this for $9.99. Nike outlet. Nike outlet. I think 2 years ago.
Wow.
Nike outlet over Santa Clarita had them. They had the Derek Jeters because I got the respect. Derek Jeters.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They had the Emeralds. And I can't remember. I picked up about 70 pairs of those.
Yeah.
They were like, they capped me at 70. They're like, bro.
And you know what's funny? Because I've told Bosco, nobody really ever talks about selling these things. And like if you hold on to them and just wait until everybody sells their pairs, they skyrocket like a mug. Like they go up crazy.
One of my boys just sold a pair of slides for $250. And talking about selling, guys, I don't mean to cut you guys off, but I gotta hop off. I do got a customer coming by.
Go ahead,
all day, John. Thanks for coming through, bro. I appreciate you.
If you guys are still on here 20 minutes, I'll come right back. They're downstairs waiting for me. They've been patient.
Right. No, it's all good, John. I appreciate you coming through.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
All day, bro.
Of course you gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Have a good night, bro.
Much love, guys.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. These sneaker games and this thing going out here is ridiculous. Somebody said something about waiting for the Jubilees. Wait, I'm passing on those as well. LOL, they might go like the Jubilees. Are you talking about the 11 low Columbias that you think they might? What did the Jubilees do? Did they go up or down?
Jubilees are up about $100. Yeah, because people were asking about the cool grays. Like people were asking, like, oh, is it going to be tough to get the cool grays and stuff? And I was like, last year resale was really like the resale game was pretty tough. The Jubilees came out. They sold out. Then they had multiple restocks, and like they weren't super difficult to get. They weren't.
That is a shoe that I can say officially that I do want the cool gray 11s. I mean, 11s is one of them silhouettes for me. I'm a fan of the 11s, man. Those cool grays are dope, man. Those are definitely fire, bro. I'm a fan of those.
OG, one of the OG colorways. Like, man, you know, I gotta get one.
You can't go wrong.
By one, I mean like two.
Right. 2 or 3, maybe. I don't know. I haven't tripled up on a shoe ever. I think I doubled up one time, but
I've gotten retarded crazy. Like
right.
The Carmines, I'm like, you know what? I'll trade those for something later. I'll trade it. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I don't have plans to really resell any of the stuff I've gotten.
Right.
But I'm like, I'll trade it for something. And then.
Hey, that's a great situation though, because as me and you talked about it before with my homeboy Vic, like he had a bunch of shoes that he bought because he would double up and triple up. He never got around to wearing them. Then he couldn't fit them before he even tried them on. So now he has like 20, 30 pair of shoes, maybe even more, of shoes that he can't fit no more. And they're all dead stock. So they all went up $200-300 in price because they're like, that's a good problem you have, because whenever you do get a chance to tap into it, you're going to be having a lot more profit back there, bro.
And that fool still sold them at a steal. That fool still sold them at a steal.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he came up though.
He did.
He did. But he still could have gotten hundreds and hundreds more.
Yeah. That's the crazy game about the market, bro. You gotta love it. Now tomorrow is the event, right? Another event. I believe I'm gonna go. I really do feel like I'm gonna be able to get over there because it is dope. We went there before. I went there before. I met up there with Cool.
And your live was cracking, dude. Your live was cracking.
People like that.
You had a lot of people there.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm hearing, like we talked about it earlier, people there are already lining up, bro.
Wait, for that?
Yeah, because they're trying to get them land spots, bro. That's what he was talking about. There are people there already waiting there for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, really? Is it that serious? Like, I mean, no, whatever, but yeah. Because he even said he drove by there before he got on or something like that and said there's still like about 20, 30 people out there, something.
I think they are I think they are the biggest cook group in LA though.
It's just like, again, like, how, I mean, I guess it is what it is. If you sign up, you sign up, but like, how are you able to keep it fair? But I guess you don't care about keeping it fair. You offer a service and whoever can benefit from it benefits from it. Because I mean, just by nature, I'm not talking shit about nothing. I'm just saying, just by nature, you get so many people in there, then it becomes over flooded, and then it's like the bottom tier, the bottom people who just sign up now. Like, are they still gonna be able to get the benefit of the people who've been doing it? But I guess maybe it all gets released at the same time, so it's just whoever gets their first thing. I don't know.
I think it depends on, because he mentioned tiers. He mentioned tiers, so maybe like certain releases go to certain people, and then other ones are more exclusive. I don't know. I don't really know exactly how that works.
True.
Because he mentioned tiers, right? Like he mentioned.
I think so. And I was hearing that the price of that stuff changed. I heard it's like $100 now a month, not $60 anymore. Which is what? Oh my God!
You better be selling something. I'm a collector. Yeah. I'm a collector, man. That's why people have asked me if I'm in the group. I'm like, no, man. I'm a collector. Like number one, I like the independent thing. I like doing that. But I'm collecting, man. I mean, I ain't flipping. My income's not that good, to justify spending that much money.
Right.
And like, it's not like I need anything right now. Like, I get all the releases. Like, I'm gonna spend extra money just to show stuff on my YouTube channel. Like, now I'm doing that to help other people out. I don't need to help people out that much, So like, without the sales, like, it doesn't make sense to me.
That's very true, bro. It's just the element of the game that's in there now, and it's just so big, man. I know people have been asking about that. We've both been like, I mean, I say this in a good way. It's like the hot. It's just like you got free agents out there. It's like, oh man, they come to our team, they could help us out. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good thing, man. It's just a lot of extra things going on. And I was talking to somebody about that earlier because they asked me the same exact question. Me personally, I have a few other things that I have going on, so I don't have the energy to kind of go and start something from scratch again because I'm starting so many things else. You know what I'm saying? It just takes a lot. I think it takes a lot. Maybe I'm not educated enough to know how much effort I would have to put in or not, but I know you have to put in a lot. We already do a lot, but what we do already, we would have to add on to that as far as like, providing information and stuff. And I don't know, man. I don't know if I had the energy for that right now. You know what I mean?
First of all, cook groups are pretty much for resellers. I don't resell, so that doesn't really fit with
that part too.
What I do. And then number two, like you need some startup capital. Like you need to start paying off employees. Like you need a network of people. You can't start off with, let me get 10 people and then not have any hookups. Like you have to have hookups ready and stuff like that. So there is a startup cost. So you need to get in with that. And you also need to know a lot of people and know a lot of workers and say, hey, you know what, I got you. And then you also want to make sure, hey, are they in with other cook groups and stuff like that? So and that's just not something I'm even interested in anyway. So
very true. And the thing I think about now, like as we get more into this stuff, I kind of wrap it up a little bit. But as we get into this now, for some people who were doing pre-orders, bro, that had to be a fucking headache to do. Like to take pre-orders on shoes and charge people $400, like a shoe that's $190, you charge somebody $400 for a pre-order, and then like, I mean, I don't know. I guess the capital to get all the pairs, but that seems like a headache.
But if they have people like people from mom and pop shops that that are just gonna give them the whole shipment,
right. Right about that.
Just say, hey, we take half, I take half, and like it's probably not too difficult.
That's true. If you're getting a full size run, that's true. That's true.
No, just check out the channel. I'm sure most of you guys know about it. You know, do outlet vlogs, that type of stuff. I'm gonna do a review of the Hyper Royals, and then I'm gonna talk about. I'm really gonna emphasize, like, because everybody's seen the Hyper Royals, whatever. You know, I'll talk about it. You know, maybe add it with, I don't know, whatever. But the big thing is I'm gonna concentrate on what effort I took to get there, and what made me continue to put in effort while everybody was like, hey, you know what, sneaker stopped. Like the exact process of what I did, where I hit my other pairs, and then I'm gonna talk kind of what we talked about here. Just talk a little bit more about networking and just and building friendships. I don't even want to use the word network. Building friendships with people that work at the places, and just kind of reiterate that, because I've talked about that in my live a lot, but I know not everybody who watches my videos watches my live, because you know, the people that watch the live are like the super fans, you know, the super fans that really want to get everything that we say and stuff. So, you know, I think a majority of people just need to learn, hey, stop going in there being so goddamn thirsty. Like, hey, give me the info now. Like you need to build to that, man. You need to build to
I laugh because it's so. I laugh because it's so facts. It's so true. Like thirsty, bro.
like when you go into a bar, you can't just try to make out with every chick right off the bat. You need to talk to them. You need to do the small talk. You need to do some. You need to do some
real.
You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure the fit is right. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you're trying to talk to someone and the dude's just all about backdoor. You're wasting your time then, dog. Like you know what I'm saying? You're wasting your time. But what if you think, hey, I'm gonna get a backdoor from this fool, and this fool's like, hey, people who backdoor are disgusting, man. Get the fuck out of my face. Like you never know. So like you have to know who you're dealing with. You need to build relationships so you guys are both on the same page. And
that's super facts, man. It's he might be come off like maybe what's the word, like annoyed for saying it so much, but it's the truth, bro. You gotta get it through the head. Like those are simple key things that can take you a long way in life, period. Not just with sneakers, just in general.
I agree. And I'm like, I don't know, like to me it's I think to both of us it's just a natural thing where, you know, like it's just a very, very natural. And with sneakers, it's like I feel like in this industry compared to anything else, like at my work or any other jobs I've had before, it's just so much easier because all we do is just, hey, dude, those are some dope sneakers, dog. And then we all just talk about sneakers. Like, it's just so freaking easy.
And it turned into a whole 30-minute conversation just easily.
Yeah, and then you're able to really find out, hey, that person's a collector, that person's a reseller, and then you kind of talk whichever way is your avenue. You know, if someone's just talking about, reselling, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not really in it. I'm gonna go talk to that person. That person might pick like, so I might go talk to that, you know what I'm saying? And then, but it's really easy to gauge. And but the younger kids nowadays, they've gotten everything for them, and they've grown up with the, hey, give me this attitude. Yeah. So there's that entitlement attitude, because when you play sports, everybody got a goddamn trophy. Everybody got a trophy. So hey, I need a trophy. I need to go in here and I need to demand this trophy. I worked. I did this. I kicked the ball or I played basketball. I shot hoops. You know, or hey, I suck at this field. I suck at this. Let me go do this. I'm a little bit better. Like we didn't do that. We didn't teach our kids that. So you got to, man. They got to go on YouTube and learn from this Asian dude. Like I don't know.
Right, for real.
Kind of dumb.
What it do, bro? Welcome to the stream. No, that's real talk though, man. That's real talk, man.
And that's the message I'm trying to get across is, hey, the sneaker game is changing. We all need to change the way we do things. Like if you're doing something over and over and it's not working,
insanity.
That's insanity. You need to do something. Adapt.
Right. B-Kaz was good. Thank you for the support and energy. He says he watches both of us. Shout out to him for that, bro. We really appreciate that support and energy, of course. And yeah, you know, like I said, Cool and I, we talk a lot. And when we talk, like I said, it can steamroll. Like I already tried to end it a few, like 20 minutes ago, I think. But like it's natural conversation, and that's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with it at all.
And our phone calls are the exact same.
Right, exactly. So, you know, it's all good. I should have started a little earlier, but we got other engagements. That's why I couldn't start earlier. You know what I mean? But shout out to you. Thank you again, Cool, for coming through, man. Shout out to everybody coming through the live stream, no matter how long you were here for or when you joined. Do me the favor and hit the like button if you haven't done so. Make sure you follow Cool on IG also, myself included. Follow both of us on IG. Cool is really good with the updates on letting you guys know where things are at if you are here locally. So that's something you guys definitely want to check out his IG for. And I kind of just post, different content about like what I might be doing for my channel and stuff. So they're both informative. So check them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, it's feeling like it's feeling like it's a Saturday night. I'm about to say it's feeling like a Friday night in the summertime, but it is Saturday night and almost summertime. I don't know, but it's a good thing. That's a great thing, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah, can't believe it already, dang.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. That's a real true statement, bro. It really is. But yeah, for the 50 millionth time, man, I'm about to get out of here. Thank you guys for coming through. Once again, Cool, thank you for coming through, bro. I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in the next videos. I know Cool got something dropping tomorrow, so check out his channel. And I think I got something dropping tomorrow too. We'll see. Other than that, we're about to get out of here. Have a great night wherever you are in the universe. Deuces.